some of the big news that came down, it might not necessarily have made the great headlines, but Kemba Walker gets bought out by the Oklahoma City Thunder, and it seems to be that he's going to be signing with the New York Knicks. And I feel like this has two ways that the Cavs are going to be affected in this. One, do you think that this could lead to a possible Kevin Love buyout? And two, do you think that this takes away the Knicks as a possible suitor for Collin Sexton, as the rumors have been swirling this offseason?
Yeah, I think they're both great questions. I think with the Sexton thing in particular, I'll start there. I kind of thought that was more of a CAA, his agency, who obviously has deep ties with the Knicks, than a Cavs thing. If you looked at what the Knicks were reportedly interested in trading Cleveland, it was, Obi Toppin, who Cleveland could have just taken last year and was whatever as a rookie, I would say. Two kind of mid-first round picks that the Knicks traded off of anyway, right? Like, it wasn't a really robust offer for Collin Sexton, and I don't think they have the stuff now that would really interest me. Nor do they have a need for Collin Sexton, right? Like, they just gave Derrick Rose a new contract. They have Emmanuel Quickly already on a rookie contract, and he's pretty good. And they're bringing Kemba Walker, so there's not really like a massive need there to not just get a guy with Collin Sexton skills, but also acquire Collin Sexton and then assumedly pay him when his contract runs out after next season. So there's that. I think with the Kevin Love thing, I think we're headed there anyway, right? Like, I think the Kemba thing maybe sets some precedent a little bit in terms of how much money he was willing to give up to get out of that contract and go get a new deal with the Knicks. But Kevin Love, I think, I don't really know why he would go back at this point, right? Like, I think if you're him, you got to look at it as saying, like, okay, like this team doesn't fit where I'm at anymore unless I'm really willing to change what I kind of have been the last couple of years, what I'm willing to kind of do. And for Cleveland, I think the vibe is just, let's reset the vibe. Larry can be our older guy. Maybe we can bring in someone else to be a kind of older, stable vet in the locker room. And you move on fully, I think, to a new era with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen as your front court.